say no and start something. You can start a revolution and have it keep going.
We have to do it. We have to do it, or there's going to be other consequences.
Like the county?
But the last thing,
that will be a good thing if you guys keep on doing this.
If we
what do you mean? You want the school to be shut down?
It won't be shut down.
Our school won't get shut down.
I know, but what do you think if the other schools get shut down?
You're sacrificing Lawndale.
Where are all the other students going to go?
We don't even reach the I-800 API. How are we going to...
Where are the other students going to go if Luciana shuts down?
But isn't it turning into a charter?
No,
wouldn't it be able to turn into a charter? They wouldn't shut it down.
But then all those teachers.
They would still have a job.
No, they won't.
And you know you guys are sitting up there lying to us.
And I know it's hard. Economic times are hard. My dad's getting a second job. He works in LAUSD. I understand where everyone's coming from. That's just how it is. That's life. Life sucks right now. But it's okay. We can do this. If we're separating our school from being on top, from keeping our say, how is that helping anybody at all?
Can you guys be open-minded and welcome the teachers that are going to come?
We will. We will. That's why no one's really transferring. How are we really going to transfer?
They have contracts. You're going against their will.
I know, but when they agreed to teach at the district, it's the district, not just one school individually.
Sure.
But when they agreed to teach, they had their rights in their contract, and transferring them involuntarily is not part of their contract. That's breaking their contract.
Have you read the contract?
Yes, I read the contract.
We are well informed. We're not idiots.
No one's saying you're idiots,
but you're not saying it.
But you guys are implying it by the way that you're treating us like we're stupid, like
the last time. Come on now. How can you tell us, you know?
But it really hurts when you guys go up there and you say that we don't care.
You know, it really hurts that you're changing the teachers are helping us with our futures too. That hurts too.
Obviously, the teachers have a way over them. And you know what? Do not provoke your students. So, you know who, obviously the teachers have great influence over them. And you guys have to deal with that. I feel bad for the war because they've been beat up really badly. But it's not the schools.
if you care so much, vote no. Why it doesn't have to be 5-0 on everything?
So the president did not provoke.
But we have no other choice.
But please know that we're not blaming you.
Okay, come on up 29th and ask all those questions to Ms. Contreras.
We don't want you to feel bad.
This
is just what we need to do.
Because the meeting started 20 minutes late, first of all, and then none of us...
She has children. We were all there.
But it's time to be professional. I really...
And she talked about being professional, but she kept going out and getting her kids and stuff. Like, what is that?
She couldn't get a babysitter for like half an hour?
As a taxpayer, we pay for our children to get the best education. Okay? I pay a lot of taxes every year.
We all do.
Yeah, we all do. And I think that the students need to be respected, you know. If they,
right,
you know
you need to respect the ideas that the government is telling us to do, okay? We cannot do this without moving.
But why you guys haven't sent
Mr. P?
We did. Everything's online. Everything is there. Why don't you come to the meeting? Why isn't there more support?
But when we came to the meeting, they cut us off.
No, before that, months ago.
I've been to meetings before.
This is a 5-year plan. We're on our 2nd year. Where have you guys been during all this time?
You know what?
We were here last year.
Okay, well then why don't you come to the meetings and ask questions?
We will be, believe me.
The thing is,
you know what? Like this right now,
for me right now, okay, as a student, I would have been concerned from day one. And
we didn't know.
You guys don't inform us. Look, my mom doesn't even know until I had to tell her at home. Why aren't you guys informing our parents? Why aren't you guys informing us? You guys are seriously leaving us into an abyss over there. That's not fair for us, as it's not fair for you.
Okay.
Did I say my speech?
Ma'am, I just really want you to know that we're not trying to hurt you in any way, and the fact that you're crying, we understand. We understand that this is overwhelming. We really do know that. But we want you to know that our needs and your needs are...
The idea, okay, if we don't do this, the schools are going to be closed. Where do you think all those schools, where all those students are going to go?
But does it have to be those specific
Where are the
teachers?
students going to go? Tell me where the
But
students
why
can go.
those
Does it have to be those specific teachers who are tied to academies who do extracurricular activities for us to actually care about us? Does it have to be those specific teachers that get transferred? Could it be like just like normal regular teacher who don't stay
What do you
like
mean?
even
They're not regular
9 to 5? The teachers,
Can't talk at the same
the
time.
teachers that you chose are the ones who make commitments to us, do extra, go above and beyond for us. They do so much for us. They go on overnight field trips with us. They do all that stuff. They stay after tutoring. They don't have to do that. They don't get paid for that.
Come on.
I'm a president.
I taught in elementary school for 5 years, okay? Don't tell me that.
This is high school.
I'm a club president.
If you put teachers where they want to be, they're not going to make that extra commitment because they're like, okay, I'm not going to care. I'm not where I want to be, so I'm going to just do my 8 to 5 and I'm going to leave.
I'm a club president. I'm president of Amecha, and we're actually dealing with like trying to get a new advisor. It is really hard to get a new advisor for a club, and we're a 40 student club. Compared to MSA, that's like 120 student club. It is really hard to find a teacher that is dedicated to put all the time and effort into a club. You cannot just say, oh, we're gonna switch a teacher, and you want to be our advisor for the club. It is not that simple. We have a lunch club, and it's really hard for us just to find that advisor. I don't know if you know Mr. Chavez. He's our advisor, and he might not be returning. And we're struggling right now just to find an advisor for a club that's only 40 students. Now imagine how it would be for a club that has to deal with college transcripts, has to stay after school, has to go to field trips, has to take their summertime away from their kids to go on field trips with them and and other students. It is really hard for them to do that.
And also ASB that runs everything.
Well, I can't get
Miss Merritt is the ASB advisor. She gives up so much time. She gives up 2 weeks of her summer.
Why don't you be an open mind, have an open mind, and whatever teacher comes, I'm pretty sure
Do
that
you really think they would do that? They're getting transferred to a school that is not their home. Why would they do that?
Please, I really need to go. Okay?
So you guys have to consider that.
You know what? We'll let her go because apparently she can't handle herself.
What do you mean?
No, you can't.
I'm giving you your time, okay?
We'll let you go. We'll let you go. Come on, back off. We'll let you go.
Thank you for your time.
Come on.
I know, but you guys are making me feel horrible, okay?
How do you think the truth is horrible? Maybe
no, it's not, because we're trying to make you understand what's going on.
You're not thinking about all of us.
But what about our time that was taken away from us?
Don't you think what we're doing is thinking of you?
We have
We're thinking of all of you.
Thinking of
In
losing her.
2014, we'll be out. Teachers that this decision doesn't come from you, that it comes from
2014. We're not on the
What about all those papers? They're not signed by us. They're not signed by us. Okay, on the 29th, you have to talk to Ms. Servan. She's the in charge of the day team. She's the one that recommends everything.
I have a question.
Why were you smirking throughout the whole meeting? Because it's ridiculous that now that you guys are concerned. Before,
it's because now we know.
I understand. Okay? And I was not smirking. Okay?
We would be concerned earlier if anyone would tell us anything, but we always have to ask, and we have to try and ask everyone. But no, we have to wait till when it happens to be told what's going on.
It's a 5-year plan, and this is the 2nd year, and
No,
you guys
but
are now
we weren't told anything. That's what you're not understanding too.
Since last year.
Now we care because we're freshmen.
Okay, but I mean, what you have to focus is to do your best.
Get her. Get her.
Hey.
Hell no, we won't go.
You know, let her go. She talking.
Thank you for your time.
Eddie, she's crying. Let her go. Let this one go.
That's their tactic.
She's crying. Let her go.
Everyone cried.
No, it's really
Miss, y'all cried.
Shut up.
Sherman cried.
Well, you know what? We're better than
We
them.
all cried.
We're
First
way better
grade
than them. Let them go crying home. Let them go crying home, okay?
Did they change their mind? Are they officially going to change their decision? Because in the end, that's all that counts. Try and solve anything? No.
No. No.
Hey, Shirley's coming.
You can't block the way. But I'm going to do something doesn't look. When the sheriff is going to have to come in there, people get in trouble.
But it's a peaceful protest. We're not doing nothing to them.
But you still cannot stop somebody from trying to pass. You cannot do that. You can say what you
talking right here.
No, you actually can move over so that they can drive. Move over so they can drive. You don't have to what you're trying to say.
They won't wait to type out that way anyway.